So, hi everybody, how are you guys doing? All good? Thank you. So, I hope you all had a good lunch, right? So, I'm Fredrick and I'm from Freshworks and I'm a product consultant. So, today I'm here to talk about improving your customer experience. So, I know that there are a lot of people here in this crowd from different business verticals, and our solutions can be implemented to those business verticals. But today, for an example, I'm taking a specific industry. Let's consider e-commerce. We've all had perfect examples of buying things online. So with that, let me start with the presentation, going on to the first slide. So, what is Freshdesk? Freshdesk is a customer support ticketing tool, right? So when you say it's a ticketing tool, it's just not a ticketing tool, obviously. So currently in these days, we have a lot of customers reaching out to us from different platforms, like different channels, right? So for example, we've had customers in the past who reached to us just in emails, or they would probably call, or else we'd probably walk down to a store and ask them for a specific problem. But with Freshdesk, we come up with the omni-channel suite where we can support customers on any platform. So your concerns would be, okay, I have a live chat software and I have phones and I have social media pages. How is this going to be done? So this is where we come into play. All these external channels would be integrated directly into Freshdesk. And I will show you how that works and how we can solve customer problems in that way. And being a ticketing tool, it's just not about creating tickets, right, for customer queries. It's about increasing the agent productivity. So agents here are the ones who are going to respond to the customer queries. So agents can collaborate among themselves within Freshdesk to provide a much better customer experience. And then enterprise ready. So a lot of you will definitely have questions. Hey, you know what? We already have several applications that we use. Can we integrate that with Freshdesk? And the answer is yes. So we have open APIs. At the same time, we have the marketplace. So the marketplace here is exactly like your Google Play Store, but the fact that we also have Google Play Store inside the Freshdesk marketplace. So currently we have around 700 plus apps which are readily available to be integrated inside Freshdesk, right? So as I told you, how was the customer engagement back then and now? So as I told you, we've had just emails and we've had calls coming in from customers. But now, customers expect businesses to be present at any platform. So if they don't get a proper response, you would definitely go to Twitter or go to Facebook and post something bad, and then that's when the businesses get back to the customers. So this is what is expected now, and this is where we're aiming to go at. And next, as I said, improving the customer expectations, right? It was just about issue resolution, but now it's about being available on multiple platforms, and collaborating among agents is going to increase the response and the resolution time and customer experience, right? So customer experience, for any business growth, the customer experience and their satisfaction matters. So your business grows only based on your customers, right? So now just considering a simple use case for omnichannel experience. So I'm considering a character called Celestine. Has anybody heard about Celestine before? Not a famous name? Well, okay, she's my wife, right? That's my wife's name. So let's just consider this part. So Celestine goes onto a specific website and buys an iPhone to gift her mom. But when she receives the phone, it's been damaged. And what happens? It's going to be frustrating for her. So how are we going to solve this query initially? So the first thing that Celestine will do is now she would write an email to the company about the incident, about what's happened. So let me play this video to give you a better understanding. I hope the video plays. Right, so here she writes an email to the customer saying that, hey, you know what, there's a product damage that's happened. So this is just writing emails. Now, I'm sorry about the ads here, right? I'm not responsible for that. But yeah, so as she writes the email to the customer, and then she's gonna send it right away now. Right? So she sent a mail. Now she goes to her Facebook page. She just goes through. Right? So she goes to the specific page, right? She goes to the specific page and she types in, hey, I've received an iPhone. So she's frustrated. She's reaching out to a different platform here now. And now she posts this comment. Now she goes to WhatsApp. Yeah. So then she finds a WhatsApp number and then she sends a message on WhatsApp. And this is the UI that you would see inside Freshdesk. So what happens now? The agent is responding to the customer on WhatsApp. So this is the agent. Let's say it's been assigned to Fredrick on the right side, and then a note gets added. And now let's see how Celestin replies from WhatsApp. And now there's an update. So I'm clicking on the update part. So there you go. Yes, I can give you a few minutes. This is from the customer. And now again, I can send out a note, a reply to the customer on WhatsApp. So this message is sent to the customer's WhatsApp side, right? So this is how WhatsApp can be integrated in Freshdesk, and it's done right inside Freshdesk itself. Improving customer experience. You're right on top. Now, going on to the next platform. A lot of you would have questions about Instagram. So many businesses now support Instagram. So over here, let's consider we have an Instagram page. Celestin then goes to the specific company's Instagram page to talk about the same issue again. So this is how we integrate Instagram with Freshdesk as well, right? So let's go to the specific phone product that she's purchased and where the issue occurs. So the Instagram post is here. Click on it, you would see the comments posted inside Instagram. And then the agent will be able to directly convert this into a ticket, as you see on top, and will also be able to send out a reply right from Freshdesk, thus again improving the customer support. Right, there you go, a ticket's been created. And now going to the Facebook post that's received. This is a Facebook post where the agent is now responding to that specific post from Freshdesk, and see what happens on the on the user end of the reply. So now I reply to the Facebook post, and there it is. It's on the Facebook page of my company responding to the customer. And she's happy saying that we've responded pretty quick. And now there's an update here saying that it's from the Facebook. It's been added as a note here. Yes, that's quick, right? So it's a note added inside the ticket. And now let's go to the next part. This is the next ticket which has come in from the email source. So initially she sent an email, and this is how it's created inside Freshdesk as a ticket, right? So here on the right side, you would see all the contact information automatically being populated inside Freshdesk, and all the mediums of where the tickets that this specific customer has created. So all this is possible within Freshdesk. And this is the Twitter integration that we have with Freshdesk. So any tweet that you post on the company's Twitter page is going to directly come into Freshdesk. You don't have to juggle between tabs to directly go and post a tweet. So you can convert this into a ticket, agents can directly reply, and they can retweet it, and they can like it. Now this is the ticket that's been created, and here you see the tweet, it's sent from Twitter. That's the icon there, that's the channel. And now I can send out a reply directly to the customer saying that, hey, you know what, we're looking into this specific issue. And now go back to the social tab that you see there, the third tab, yes, that's the social tab. You will see the post here, and click on the post. You will see the response by the agent right over here. So this is how omni-channel experience is inside Freshdesk. We also have a lot of other integrations. So if you want to integrate WeChat, yes, that's also available, and also Telegram, that's also available. So there are like plenty of applications which can be directly integrated into Freshdesk. And now, coming to the next slide, the self-service portal and the Freddy bot. Freshdesk provides a customer portal which is called as a self-service portal. So again, let's take Celestine. She goes to the specific website to find out some information about the product. So she wants to find out more detail. What does the self-service portal do here? The self-service portal acts as a portal where the customers can find relevant information such as the solution articles in terms of their queries, right? So let me quickly play this video to show you what happens. Right, so let's just say that the customer is going to a specific website. She's looking at the specific product. Support. Can you pause here, please? Right? So this is the customer portal that you're seeing. Can you pause this? Right? And we have the knowledge base article here. So what happens here is you can set your own knowledge base so that the customers can come into the support portal and they would be able to directly, see these relevant articles that's there, which means it's not necessary for a customer to always create a support ticket. That's not needed, because at times they expect themselves to solve the specific queries, and these solution articles that you saw on this customer portal solves that. Now, what else can you do through the customer portal? You can create a ticket, even though if those solution articles does not solve the customer's problem, they can raise a specific ticket. And once they create a ticket, they will also be able to check the status of their ticket inside this customer portal. And they would also be able to start a forum topic. They can have discussions about specific features and so on. And now coming to the Freddy bot. So this bot can be integrated inside the customer portal. So by default, you will have a customer portal inside your Freshdesk account. And then what happens to the Freddy bot, or what does the Freddy bot do? The Freddy bot helps in deflecting answers to the customers. So if a customer types in a specific keyword about, let's say, returns or refunds, the bot will automatically suggest those solution articles based on the specific keywords to the customers, which again is going to solve the query. So I'm just quickly showing you on how the bot goes to work. So may I know your name? So it shows Celestine enters a name, and then how are you today? And she says, I want to return. So this is what you see the bot populating the solution articles, right? So here, based on the specific keyword, the bot learns automatically and it suggests those relevant articles based on which the customer can choose. And then she will be able to go through the document, go through the articles. If it helps her, fair enough. No ticket has to be created. So here, you would have seen the option called as help. Was the solution helpful? No, yes or no. Can you play now? So thanks for your feedback. Now, do you have other questions? Let's just say yes. And at times, let's say the bot does not understand specific keywords because it's not there in your solution article. And now the bot will automatically ask you whether if you would want to create a ticket. So now let's just say, was this helpful? No. And now try again or create ticket. Customer clicks create ticket. The bot asks for the email ID of the customer, saying that, hey, can you give me your email ID? You enter it, and there you go. Tickets be created by the Freddy bot in Freshdesk. And this ticket is here inside Freshdesk, and this is a conversation that an agent will be able to see what the bot tried to do. And similarly, as I told you, we have the submit ticket option here in the customer portal, where customers can go down here and submit a ticket as well. So they select the respective ticket fields. So these fields that you see here are again customizable. You can have your own custom fields per your business requirement, right? And yes, so let's just quickly see what happens. So you enter the invoice ID and then adding the description again, and then you're posting the photos. Submit, and now a ticket gets created. So this is what the customer would see at their end on their My Ticket section. They'll be seeing all the tickets that they've created, and they can see the information. If they want to do any updates, they can always update the specific fields, and this would automatically get appended to the ticket. And coming to the ticket section, let's see how the portal ticket looks inside Freshdesk. Yes, there you go. So the agent reviews this, and then the agent can respond to the specific ticket, and voila, there it is. It's done. And see, you have the respective ticket fields there. And now, let's talk. Can you pass this here? Right? Right. So this here, what you see here is the Fresh Chat product, right? So the other source of how tickets can be created is through chat. So this is our product called Fresh Chat, which can be integrated inside any website and to multiple web pages. These are called as your message channels, right? So what are message channels here basically? Message channels are like your IVR menu. So when you call a customer care support, you would have been greeted with a message saying, hey, press 1 for English, press 2 for Malay. So this is going to streamline the process for your customers, knowing what they want. So in order to go to a specific chat, you directly chat with the chat agent, and you were directed to a specific queue where you will have to wait for the right agent to talk to you. But here, you're getting the context of this message channels where customers will be able to choose a specific channel that they have issue with, and then they can talk to the respective customers. And guys, to give you a small heads up, with respect to Fresh Chat, we have a booth. At the fourth counter, and we're going to quickly offer a 60 days trial period for all the people here. So if you guys want to make use of this trial period, please come down to our booth at the fourth counter and make use of this opportunity, because we hardly give away trials like this. So for 60 days, you'll be eligible for a free trial for trialing the Fresh Chat product, right? And now let's say Celestine comes into the specific chat widget and she goes to the returns and refunds and she types a conversation. We have a bot, we have a chat bot that quickly kicks in and asks the relevant details and information from the customer. And then the customer ends up filling the details. So all this could be configured right inside your Fresh Chat account. And then the bot asks, what's the problem about? And now it's going to be transferring this specific conversation to a specific agent. And this is going to be done right inside Freshdesk. We can integrate Fresh Chat directly into Freshdesk, and you'll now be able to talk to your agents within Freshdesk. You don't have to log in separately to Fresh Chat, right? So you can see the conversations here. So the main advantage of using Fresh Chat, it's exactly like your WhatsApp and your Facebook Messenger, right? So you can see the history of the conversations from your customers. And what happens here is that we still integrate Fresh Chat with Facebook Messenger. That's possible. So you can still connect your Fresh Chat account with your Facebook. And so this is how the experience of the customers for a chat perspective would be. And here you will be able to resolve a chat and create it as a ticket in case if you haven't solved the customer's problem. Probably there's a delay. You would probably need 1 day to solve the issue. This is where Freshdesk helps you. You can create your chat conversation as tickets and then work on the ticket and then get back to your customers. Right, so this is how the chat ticket would look. And if you would want to view the specific chat on your Freshchat account, you can directly click on the Freshchat button that applies down, that you see down. So this will then open up in a specific browser. Right, so now I'm going down to the next slide. So this was more about the service, self-service portal and the Freddy bot. And now, what's next? Agent productivity. So far we've seen things from a customer point of view and how tickets get created inside Freshdesk. So now talking about agent productivity. So to provide a much better customer support experience, your agents will have to do a lot of work, right? But to do that, we have specific features that's already there in Freshdesk. So the first feature that we're going to talk about today is called the parent-child ticketing relationship, right? So let's see the specific problem of Celestine's email. So the problem in the email stated that she wanted a refund and she also wanted a replacement, but within 3 days. So can someone tell me how many parts are there to this specific email thread? Can someone? So the email content was related, what Celestine said was, hey, you know what, I need a refund or I need either a replacement, but I need it within 3 days. Can you please check? So how many parts do you think are there to this specific topic? Anyone, just a random guess. To this specific subject that we're talking about. Any guess? 3? Yeah, super. Right, thank you. Right, so there are 3 parts to this. So what happens when a ticket is created? I'm an L1 agent, and when a ticket is being created to me now, I can see 3 parts. So first, to check if I have the replacement stock available, I need to check it with the inventory team, correct? And then about refunds. If I need to check about the refunds, I need to talk to the refunds team, right? And next, the customer said that if she wants a product, she wants it to be shipped within 3 days. I need to talk to the dispatch team. So if I have to manually go talk to them, it's going to be complicated, or even sending out notes to them would not make sense. So this is where parent-child ticketing relation feature comes in place, right? So what happens with this parent-child ticketing? You can split big tasks into small tasks where your agents from other teams can directly collaborate and they can parallelly work with the tickets and respond back to the customer. Right, so I'm quickly going to show you the videos so that you get a typical understanding. Yeah. Right, so I'm quickly showing you the video on how agent productivity is done in terms of the parent-child ticketing relationship and others and all the other features that we have. So here, let's say this is the content of the email, right? So as I said, it has 3 parts to this story. And let's quickly see how it's going to be assigned. So here you have the parent-child ticket. Right? So when you want to create a parent-child ticket, you have the option to either create a child ticket or create from predefined templates, right? So if you know your business and if you know these predefined requests which might come often, you can create your own templates so that once a ticket is created, the agent can directly click on that template and directly assign it to that specific agent. Or else you can very well create a new child ticket and then take the process ahead. Right? So let's just quickly see on how this works. So let's say that it's been assigned to me, but this is just a normal child ticket, but I don't want to do this. I have 3 parts to it, so I'm saying add child using templates. I have a template called order inquiry, and I have 3 parts to it, inventory, billing, and dispatch. Child tickets have now been created by just clicking on it. And now, what you see here is that I have the defined template with the respective agent, and then the agent from the billing group, and then the dispatch agent is called Mr. Johnson. Johnson's my dad, by the way. So just opening the ticket. So this shows you that this is a child ticket, right? It shows you on the top. And let's say now Johnson is the agent who's resolving this, and he's saying that we'll be able to deliver this product within 2 days to the customer. And he's adding a note. And here you would see all the ticket property fields. Now going to the ticket section. Now this is the parent ticket. You can see there's one update, right? So now this is the other agent who's handling the billing request. So this is the next agent. So this is happening in a collaborative way, and they're all working parallelly to get the information out. And now go to the parent ticket. You will see an update automatically in the parent ticket. I'm opening the parent ticket. It shows you that's the parent ticket. So can you now see that we've come up with 2 private notes from those agents specific? Right? So we have automatic synchronization that can help you with this specific process. And then as a customer now, as an agent now, I can now reply to the customer saying that, hey, we would be able to send out a replacement to you in the next 2 days. And there's also the other member who's involved. Let's say he's already had an internal conversation with one of the teams. And this is where we come to the next part called as collaborating, called as Fresh Connect. And now I'm just pushing this down to waiting on a customer status, right? Just for your information, I'm moving the status of the ticket. And now, how do I make this more interesting? Right? Now I want to talk to this specific agent. Right? We can also automatically, based on the child tickets, if the child tickets are going to be closed, automatically you can create. So this is the Fresh Connect. This is something like your Google Hangouts. You don't have to go to Google Hangouts, but you can talk to your agents on a chat note over here directly, right? You can type down their name and you can directly talk to them. So this can be done internally, as well as if you have vendors outside your company, you will also be able to invite them to the specific discussion. So this is going to be done right inside Freshtest. So you don't have to go down to, let's say you don't have to go to Google Hangouts to do this, right? And similarly, the private notes that you saw in the orange color are like internal communication notes where you can communicate between your agents internally using the private note features. So this is ideally how a typical support agent would be handling queries. You have multiple teams, you have multiple booking system, order management system, or a POS system. It can be integrated, and you have the social media channel here where your agents would be responding to from. So this is how a typical role of a specific agent who's going to be handling the support queries would look like. And now, it's just not about creating tickets, but we have automations here. So we have several automation rules where you'd be automatically be able to assign tickets to specific agents, right? And to specific groups. And then, based on time events, let's just say if an agent sends a response to a customer and is waiting for a customer's customer's response, if the customer does not provide or send out a response within like 48 hours, you can automatically make those tickets to be closed. So that is what your supervisor rule does. So it's a time-based rule. And then we have the observer rule, which basically means that whenever you perform any event or action on a specific ticket field, when you update a specific ticket, you can obtain a specific action to be performed. So I'm just going to quickly show you about this, the dispatcher automation rule of what happens. So I'm going to the dispatcher here. I'm creating a new rule. Let's say if there's a keyword on the subject, if there's a keyword on the subject of the email content which says it has the word return or refund, and now I'm going to assign that to the billing group, right? I've created this rule. Now this rule has been created. I'm just enabling this specific rule. And now the customer is sending out this email saying, I'm looking to return my product. Now see what happens. Now go to your tickets. When we go to the ticket section, we're going to see a new ticket that's been created now, and just check the group that this is going to be assigned to. Right? There's one update. Check the group. So it's automatically been assigned to the billing team. Right? So this is what your dispatcher rule will do. And similarly, as I told you, supervisor rule, if you would want to automatically close a specific ticket based on time durations, this is where the supervisor rule kicks in. So you see the context here, right? If the status is resolved and ours, since the requester is responding, if it's more than 48, then automatically move the tickets to the closure status. Forward this. Right, so this is your supervisor rule. And quickly going down to the observer rule. Now let's go to the observer rule. So automatically reopen a ticket. So as an agent, I'm moving the ticket status to awaiting the customer's approval. Now, once a customer is going to reply to my ticket, the ticket should automatically go onto the open status, and it should send out an email to me saying that, hey, your ticket has been reopened. You also have placeholders that you can use to set these responses. So once this is done, I'll quickly show you what happens from the customer's end first. So now the customer has asked for a query on the refund. So as an agent, I'm responding to the specific ticket. Thanks for writing to us. Can you please share us your order number? And then I'm quickly moving this ticket status to awaiting customer response. Right? Waiting on customer response. And then I'm clicking on update. Now, quickly, let's just say that the customer is responding to the specific ticket. Now it's been assigned to me, my name, and it's on waiting on customer. And now this is received on the email, and let's just say that Celestin is sending out a reply. So just have a look at what happens to the customer status now. So based on her action, so she sent out a reply, and now automatically in like few seconds, 3, 2, 1, yes, that's done. So now check on the status. So this is going to move the ticket status to open, and it will automatically send out a response to me on my email as well, because I've set that rule up, right? Right, now just quickly going down to the next slide. I'm running out of time. So we also have reports and analytics, right, which is available at the marketplace. So we have custom reports that you can now create in Freshdesk using the analytics option. And by default, we have a set of reports. Like we have the agent performance report and the help desk in-depth report. Do you want to just play this quickly? Yeah. So let me just quickly show you on the reports and analytics part. So this is the last video, and I'll be done after that. So I'm quickly just going to show you. Can you just like... So you have the report section. So these are the available reports directly inside Freshdesk by default. The help desk in-depth report is going to give you a more in-depth analysis about how many tickets were created from each source, like from your email, chat, and portal. And we have the agent performance, group performance ticket as well. So a quick look at how the help desk in-depth report would be. So you can still customize this. You can filter it based on your requirements as you need. That's completely possible as well. Right? Can you forward this? Just a little. And then we also have the agent performance report, right? Quickly just showing you the agent performance report, what happens here. You'll be able to see the number of tickets that's been assigned. Again, you can pull up your own information based on your requirement that's needed, and you can filter it, and you can also create a schedule. So you can schedule this report as a monthly, weekly, or daily to your managers or to your higher management so that they'll receive it as an email. So this is the analytics part where you'll be able to create your own custom report and pull out this information. It's just simple drag and drop, right? And these are the options that's available. and I'm quickly going on to the edit part. And here you will be able to pull out the metrics based on the customer's reply count or the agent's reply count, the first response time. All that is going to be done. So yeah. Yeah, so the important part that I wanted to wind up before I go is that the marketplace. So this is the marketplace that we have in Freshdesk with tons of apps readily available to be integrated with Freshdesk. So for example, in our case, we had this inventory. So if you have Zoho inventory or something, you'd be able to integrate that with Freshdesk as well, right? So this is it from my end, and it was great to be here, and I'm privileged to be here to talk to a lot of people. So if you have specific use cases with respect to your business verticals, please come over to us. We're at the booth number 4, the Freshdesk and Freshdad place. Please do come and have a good day ahead and have a great one. And yes, about the offer, we have the 60 days trial. Please do not forget that. Please head out to our booth and we'll be able to help you out with the trial period as well. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much.